Welcome to episode 1 of HTML and CSS course. So a little bit of introduction. My name is Samuel. You can call me Sam, and I will be an instructor for this HTML and CSS course. I'm part of the ECDE Foundation, which stands for Every Child Deserves Education. We provide high quality and educational videos for everyone, so make sure to check it out. It's all free. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. So let's get into the first topic, web development. So as you might hear from somewhere before, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is basically the three part of is what consists of web development. And HTML is a structure, so it provides the structure of a web page. The structure of a web page is the image, text, audio you saw on the page. The web is all called structure, and the CSS provides style. So the style is the color, the font size of your text, and JavaScript provide functionality. So it might be a little bit hard to understand what is functionality, so I'll be providing an example right here. So as you can see, I'm in Google right now, and so what I mean by functionality is what will happen if you click on one button. So if I click on this search button, it will provide. You can see right here is all the search history, and then what will happen if I type web development? If I click enter, it'll search, right? It'll search web development. So the function, and this all created by JavaScript. So what JavaScript do is how the web will respond to your command. Okay, so these are all three parts made up of web development. So course overview. There is absolutely no prerequisite for this course. So if you are a beginner and watching this right now, congratulations guys, you are in the right place. This course is going to be a great introduction course for web development. So I hope you guys like it. If you are a beginner, you're in the right place. And since I want this course to be just an introductory course for beginners, so I will only be covering HTML and CSS. So if you want JavaScript, sorry, I won't do that right here. So what is HTML? So as I say on the previous slide, HTML will be providing a structure. But you might say, you already know what's HTML. I already say it's a structure. Why do you do that again? Yeah, I know. I'll be providing more information about it. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So as you can see, it stands for it has a word language in it. So just like other language, it has its own syntax, which means it has its own rule. If you didn't follow a rule, it'll break. Something will break. And I'll be covering those rules in the future. And the next thing, HTML only provides a structure and components. So I know I also talked about this in previous slides, but it's really important. So I want you guys to remember this right now. HTML is only a structure. Don't use it for any color or font size. It is a CSS. Okay? And then HTML is human readable language. So what does it mean? Human readable language basically means that you don't need to run through any interpreter, and human can read it. It's just what it means. So brief history of HTML. And I'm gonna be honest, like if you don't, the history of HTML is probably not going to affect you that much when you start to code your web page, but I still want to um, introduce it to you guys. So before 1997, there's no standards. So basically, everyone just create their own syntax. Everyone just do whatever they want to create a web page. And obviously, it becomes a mess because everyone just do whatever they want. There's no rule. It's a mess. And 1997, here comes the first organization. Um, it's called W3C. It stands for World Wide Web Consortium. And this organization created HTML 4.0 and 4.01. And 2 years after, around 2000, W3C created HTML 1.0. And in 2004, here comes another organization. It's called WHATWIG. So it's Web Hypertext Application Technology Group. And this organization create HTML. So as you can see right now, there's two different organizations. There's WCC and there's WHATWIG. So what will happen if there's two different organizations that's doing the same, that's doing HTML? So it will create two different syntax. How will happen? Just like I mentioned before, in 1997, if there's no specific rule about this syntax, it'll become a mess. So right here, I know it's probably better because there's only two different syntax, but it still become very, very confusing because when there's, if there's two different syntax, like sometimes it'll be kind of confusing. So it's probably better if we only make it one. So in 2007, WHATWIG and WCC decided to work together, and 4 years later, they created HTML5, which is what we're using right now. And there's only one syntax, so it's simple. Okay. So before I go into the question, what is the purpose of me doing this HTML history? Any idea? Feel dropping in a comment below. So the purpose I'm doing this history is to introduce you guys that the environment for web development is consistently changing, it's evolving as the time going, as the time passes. So it's your responsibility as a web development, as a web developer, to consistently follow up with these changes. So here I'm going to give you guys a website, and this website is the WCC website. On this website, you can see the newest information about HTML. You can find if there's any changes, any new tag coming up, any updates. You can find here. You can find it all here. And also, if you want to learn more about the history of HTML, you can also search for it. And I'll leave this website's link down below in the description, so make sure to check it out. So, question. I'm pretty sure you guys are all excited about this question. So this question will be about HTML, as I covered in previous slides. Which of the following choice below is false? A. Structure and content of the web. So is HTML has a structure. Is HTML's job HTML's job providing structure and content of the web? And B. Is HTML job providing style of a page? Is this HTML's job? C. Does HTML has its own syntax? D. Is HTML a human readable language? And E. Bro, what do you mean? All the choices are true. I'll give you guys 5 seconds to answer this question. You can leave your answer down below in the chat also. Comment your answer. Okay, so answer would be B. So why is it false? So HTML does not provide style of a page. It's really important to know this simple stuff. As you as you're going like learn more and more stuff, this simple stuff become extremely important. You need to know a style is only for CSS. It's CSS job, not HTML. Okay. And A, structure and content. Yeah, that's true. HTML provides structure and has its own syntax. Yes, HTML is a language, so it is. Is HTML a human readable language? Yeah, it is. HTML is. And E, I hope no one choose this one. Okay. Actually, E is an answer also. I should put E because not all of the choices are true. But yeah, I hope no one choose this one. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching the whole video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.